I hate to admit it, but I messed up, and I messed up big time. And now because of that, one of my animals is suffering, and I'm trying to make it right. I almost didn't want to make this video because it's about failure. Well, it started as a failure. Will it be successful? We'll see. But homesteading is not always blue skies and rainbows, and this is just proof of it. So follow along with me on this journey, and please be patient. Some days I videoed great, other days not so much, because it really has been an emotional roller coaster ride for me this week. This all started by trying to train these babies to take the bottle. In order to bottle train the babies, I will tape my doe's teats for a few hours every morning. I come down with a bottle and they will take it. Then I'll milk out the mom after I give the babies the bottle. And then they have access to mom for the rest of the day. And honestly, everything was going great with bottle training until I forgot to take the tape off on Friday morning. I fed the babies and left the tape on. I didn't realize till the next morning, 24 hours later, that she was still taped. That meant she hadn't been milked, but the babies hadn't eaten either. Her udder was warm and rock hard, but it wasn't hot, so I thought maybe I'd be able to catch it and treat it like a congested udder, which just means her milk ducts are all clogged. And ironically, I just got finished making a video about that, so I'll put the link there. But that evening, she developed a fever, and that meant it had gone to mastitis. So I started her on the antibiotic called LA200. I started the babies on bottles full time, and they were hungry, poor things. I felt so bad. Honestly, I cried. Typically, the mastitis protocol is done 2 or 3 times a day, but she was so congested, I actually committed to doing it every hour and a half for 16 hours. That was a total of 10 times that one day. So, all day long, I have been coming in here and doing this routine, and it has shown some improvement. So I'm just going to keep doing it on into tomorrow too. I feel like the worst goat mom in the world. I'm sorry. I really am. Right now though, I'm exhausted and worn out, and this will be her last treatment for tonight. And I'll be back down first thing in the morning before I have to work and do it again for her. And now, as I'm feeding the baby, there's something wrong with his eye. I gotta check that out now. Oh my goodness, let me show you. Come here, little guy. Look. Come here, let me see. I've got to get a hold of him after I'm done with his mom and figure out what's going on with that. It probably got something in it and got really irritated. Look at you with the milk on your forehead. A little guy. I know. I know. I know. Come on, girlie. Since the protocol was working, I decided to continue it on Monday, every hour and a half, getting her up on stand. As you can see, she was not happy about it. She was still receiving the LA200 antibiotics. Her temp is 103, so that's well within range. A normal goat temperature is between 102.5 and 103.5. and she's at 103. While the clay is drying on her udder, I'm going to try and grab the little buckling and see what's going on with his eye. Some days it's always something, and that's pretty normal around here. So I'm going to have to, I don't see, I'm going to clean it off. Looks like it has been tearing a little bit. I thought originally that was milk, but it looks like he's got discharge. So I'll wash my hands. I'll take care of you in a minute, bud, okay? Yeah. This is all dry. I can rinse it off. It's okay. I know. She's just so done with me and so done with all of this, and I kind of don't blame her. She does not realize that this is what's helping her.
Going back and editing these videos, I now see when and how her udder was starting to darken.
Let's go see the babies, Sada girl.
Between our sessions, the babies helped out by continuing to nurse on her.
The other thing I really want to keep an eye out for is the temperatures have dropped. This time last week, we were in the high 60s, low 70s. Shoot, I was even out here with my capri pants on, and the temperature has plummeted. As you can see, I'm wearing my winter coat. It is in the 30s this morning, and we actually have a freeze warning, not a frost, a freeze warning for tomorrow morning. So I've got to keep an eye on the goats, and the way that our health luck has been going lately, I really don't want to see goat pneumonia, and that's what typically can happen when the temperatures swing so much like this. So I'm crossing my fingers and hoping everything is going to just be amazing and well. What are you? How is she out? Fancy Pants, you're supposed to be in the coop with the rest of them. Look at this bird. Why are you out of the coop? It has not been opened yet. Where did you sleep? Where did you sleep, little one? Fancy Pants. All right, rise and shine, chickie poos. You ready? Here they come. You ready? It's not time to go in, silly. Why is she trying to go in? So how would I know if my goats had pneumonia? Well, there'd be a lot of runny noses from girls that typically don't have allergies. I have a couple of them that have allergies. Yes, goats get allergies. They'd be off grain, acting lethargic, not feeling well, and at that point I would take their temperature, and if they had a fever, then all indicators would be they have pneumonia. It is so cold and windy this morning, and here's the funny part. Ready? Here's the goat. I'm gonna open this gate and we're gonna race for the dog food. Get out the way! Move out of the way! Get out the way! I gotta get it before they do. I got it. Ha ha, ha ha. I got it. I got it before you. Ha ha, ha ha. I'm headed down to the barn with my little buckling. I'm gonna flush his eye out with some warm water and then put triple antibiotic ointment over it like I do with my rabbits when they have nest box eye. Let's see if that helps. Poor guy. I know, I'm just gonna flush your eye. I know you're not gonna like this. So now that David's home, you guys, she gave me such a hard time last time I put her up in stand. I gotta call in the big guns. Daddy's home. Watch out, Sassy.
She's going down.
No, no. We don't want a goat to go down. Goats down are bad.
She doesn't stand a chance.
There we go. So much easier with two people. That was much better. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Mwah.
Boiling. And you see, when she's up here, she's absolutely fine. She just hates the stanchion. Her temperature is 104.1, which is a little higher than I want it to be. It's starting to get towards the evening. It's late afternoon, so it doesn't surprise me. Much like children, their fevers will go up at night. So I'm going to think about this. I might have to treat her with some fever reducer.
I also didn't have any Banamine on hand to help combat the fever, but I did have some children's ibuprofen, so that's what she got to help with the fever.
Come down to the barn for the last feeding of the day for the little ones, and in some ways I'm just feeling super discouraged. Sassy had responded really well to the protocol for a while, and her fever came back. I did give her some more ibuprofen, and I looked everywhere for something called Today, which would be the next step in treatment for mastitis for the goats. There isn't any for miles and miles, like nothing nearby at all. We got a hold of the vet last night and talked to them. They've got me some new antibiotics for mama goat, and I got baby with me to check out his eye. Right, buddy? Yeah. What? You're ready to go home? You are. I know. Let's go home. Shall we? Yes. Okay, so I'm back and we're still at this. This is day, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This is day 4. And the vet has given me something called Nuflor. So we're gonna do 2 more days of the LA200 for the 5-day course. And then if she's still battling with fever and being really congested, I'm to give her the Nuflor. Oh, you're so hungry. I know. Oh, you cheater. Cheater, 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 cheater. Come on. Over here. Come on, Sassy. Come on. Please, by yourself. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. No, come on. No, come on. Come on, Sassy. There you go. Oh my goodness gracious, girlfriend. No, don't. Come on. Holy smokes, why is it always a wrestling match with you? Okay, I feel like she looks and feels a lot better today already, and I have not done any of the massages. The milk is coming out white. This isn't nearly as backed up. This is great news. I'm gonna go ahead and take her temperature first before I start working on her. So her temp is 105, so I'm gonna have to give her some Banamine. That'll help with the fever. It means that there's still infection fighting. But we still have 2 days left of the LA200 that I need to give her. So, yeah. She's definitely showing improvement, so that left side of her udder is able to be milked out a little bit more, but it's pink milk, but it looks more like milk. It was pink water before, and I had such a hard time getting things out. So it's definitely looking very promising that we're gonna beat this. It was at this point that I noticed there was some black scabby tissue on Sassy's left teeth. And I sent a copy of a picture over to one of my mentors. She called me right away and said, "Do you want the bad news?" That is not something you want to hear. Because she had dealt with this issue in the past, she told me, "I think you're dealing with gangrene mastitis." Now, I didn't really know what that looked like or what I was looking for, but looking back on the videos, I can see as time went on that her udder had been darkening. This could have been bruising from the trauma of what was going on inside her udder, or it could have been the beginning of gangrene mastitis. I just wasn't familiar with it. I had never seen it before, didn't even know what it looked like, so the thought never even entered my mind. I immediately contacted Hannah from the Giving Goat Natural Goat Care and blog. She has amazing information on her blog, but she also was available for me to talk to, and I've worked with her in the past. She's my herbal goat person, and she recommended the regimen that I've been doing now. At this point, gangrene mastitis, all a vet can do is prescribe antibiotics, and then we wait and we watch. So Hannah suggested that we continue with the Nuflor and also add these particular herbal treatments to help boost her immunity and help speed the healing. And so if you're interested in seeing a separate video for what I'm about to say to give you the specific protocol, oh, she gets up there all by herself now. Show you, if you see something like this on your goat's udder. Now this is healing, but do you see how it looks scabby and crusty? That is something to be concerned about. That's sloughing. Go ahead and leave a comment below and I'll go ahead and make that video. But in the meantime, here's what I did. I made a tea that had cayenne, golden seal, comfrey, garlic, peppermint, and ginger in it. I brewed this up like a tea and then we use it as compress on her udder. Also, what we made was an herbal oral treatment to help boost her own personal immunity to help fight this infection. I wanted to give her the best possible chance to beating this. Here it is 9 days later, and we're going to give her last Nuflor treatment, and I'm going to continue this protocol until I feel like the scabs from the sloughing have completely healed and she's well underway for recovery. It has been a long, emotional week. Looks really good. There's no sloughing. So once those scabs wear off, I'm fairly confident that we have successfully beat this. Definitely want to send a super special thanks over to Hannah at the Giving Goat Natural Goat Care and blog. Guys, if you're at all interested in natural, holistic, and herbal care of your goat, please go check out her website. Because if it wasn't for her, I don't know how we would have saved Sassy's udder. It was looking really grim. Hopefully this has also helped you have the courage and strength to do some of the hard things that will come your way on your place. And if you like what you saw today and it's helped you in any way, please remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time with more great content from Maplewood Homestead.